Hello. So it's been such an incredibly long time since I've done a video on my channel here, so I apologize for that. I've been quite ill. I won't go into it, but I will say that I've been very ill, and so I'm still sick, but I'm getting to be on the mend now. But there's a lot that is going on that I really needed to talk about. And today, I just had to do it today for whatever reason. And so I just wanted to let you all know that the downloads that I'm getting there are so many, that's so much. And so I'm just going to quickly tell you what I've been getting since my last video that I made, okay? So the 3D matrix, okay, the third dimensional energetic structure that holds together certain aspects of the third dimension from another dimension have been taken down. I was shown an image of what looked like when you go to the state fair and there are the rides and you ride all the rides, the midway, I guess they call it. I was shown a little sort of video clip of like a midway with all the rides that have been all taken down. They've been taken down, dismantled. I actually saw a picture of a dismantled machines and things, and I saw them also in a third dimensional way, but I also saw this overlay of them in an energetic way. And so I was told that this energetic structure and energetic, just the energies that used to hold us in this sort of, it kind of kept us from being able to rise to a new dimension. And that's been all taken down. Now, what we're going to be seeing because of this, and we're already starting to see this, are those things that no longer are allowed in the higher realms. And that means political structures, religious groups, any kind of groups that whose objective is to make money off of other people. Those things are going to start crumbling and dismantling around us. So we're going to be reading in the news a lot of things like things going on with big organizations. Like big organizations are going to be found out, disclosure, secrets that big organizations hold are going to be found out. And we're talking from the government all the way down. Banking, government, religion. A lot of this has to do with also sexual trafficking, sexual perversion, sexual predator stuff, sexual torture of children. And the organizations and structures that do those things aren't going to be able to hide anymore, because they used to be able to hide in that third dimensional structure, energetic structure, or darkness. But now the light is on them. The literal light is on them, so they cannot hide. So we're going to be seeing a lot of things in the news that are going to shock us, and some of us might be a little shaken. But it's okay. It's all part of our ability now to be able to rise to a new level. So what I would suggest as we begin to hear all of these dark secrets that have affected us as a collective for decades and even centuries, we just need to look at them from a distance and try not to get our emotions up about them, because the darkness uses our emotions. When we're in our feels about things, when we're angry about Trump, when we're fighting with Democrats and Republicans, when we're fighting about race, when we're fighting about men and women equality, when we're fighting about it, the darkness uses that energy for their own doings. Okay? So looking at things from a distance as an observer, not a participant, is key over the next few months. Okay? And I look at these things as if I was watching some kind of movie or show. I don't watch them and get sucked in. I don't allow myself to read all the comments on Facebook or read all the comments on a YouTube video and get all worked up. I don't do that anymore, because now I know what that energy is used for. And I don't want to give it to them. So a lot of sexual perversion, and I'm getting really emotional. I just said not to get emotional, but it's happy crying right now that I'm doing, happy crying, because all my life, since I was a little girl, I knew about sexual predators. Sorry, just a minute. I didn't intend to make this about me at all. Anyway, since I was a little girl, I've been aware that sexual predators can hide in many different ways. For me, I was sexually abused since I was a little tiny girl by my uncle and my cousin and a couple of other people. And my uncle was a fire chief for their fire department here. And he was looked upon as a hero. Meanwhile, he was doing all of these things to me and to his children. And so these are the kinds of things that we're going to be dealing with over the next few months in our world. Not just here in America, but all around the world. But it's going to be more concentrated here in America because that's how America is. So the Jeffrey Epstein thing is a huge part of this. This was an international sexual predator sex trafficking ring with young children. He's a fucking dark being. He's been taken over by a dark entity. And this thing is so far-reaching that many people in very high positions are now really scared. Okay? And what's going on at the Vatican with the uncovering the bones and things like that. That's another thing about this. It's going to also affect across the pond in England as well. I believe it's going to affect the royal family as well. Also Hollywood and the music industry. There's going to be a lot of secrets in the music industry and in Hollywood that are going to be coming out that are going to shock us as well, along these same lines. So, but soon, these things, these dark energies, no longer have any control over us. We've been freed, and this is actually, in my opinion anyway, cause for celebration because finally they're being cleaned out. And so I just wanted to say, you know, just observe and just know that this is all taking place as it should be, and that it's actually a sign of good things to come and not to worry. So that's all I wanted to say in this video, and I'll be making another video. I'll be more regular with my videos now that I'm becoming a little better physically on the mend here. I thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing to my channel. All you guys, I really appreciate you, and we'll talk to you very soon on the next video. Take care.